Police discovered a new body before his criminal evidence was exposed. General Hospital spoilers. Chapter 1. A chilling discovery. The early morning air was thick with mist as Detective James Carter stood at the crime scene, staring down at the lifeless body sprawled across the damp pavement. The alleyway behind Maple Street was notorious for crime, but this was different. This was no random mugging gone wrong. This was execution style. Male, mid-30s, the coroner muttered as he examined the corpse. Gunshot wound to the head, close range. No ID on him. James exhaled, rubbing the back of his neck. This case already felt different. Something sinister was at play. Then, a voice crackled through his radio. "Detective, we have a problem. You need to see this." Chapter 2. Unraveling threads. James followed the voice to the squad car parked at the crime scene perimeter. His partner, Detective Lisa Monroe, handed him a file. "You won't believe this." James flipped it open. Inside were confidential documents from General Hospital, lab reports, financial statements, and personnel files. One name was circled in red: Dr. Michael Donovan. Dr. Donovan? The chief of surgery? What's he got to do with this? James frowned, flipping through the pages. Lisa pointed to a section. "Look at this. It's a cover-up. Donovan was being investigated for medical malpractice. A whistleblower was about to expose him. That whistleblower was supposed to meet with a reporter last night. The same night this guy was killed." James narrowed his eyes. "You think our victim was the whistleblower?" Lisa shrugged. "Or someone connected to them." Chapter 3. Secrets at General Hospital. Later that afternoon, James and Lisa arrived at General Hospital. The bustling corridors smelled of antiseptic and coffee, but something about the place felt off. They walked into Dr. Donovan's office. The doctor, a man in his 50s with salt and pepper hair and a cold gaze, greeted them with forced politeness. "Detectives, what can I do for you?" he asked, folding his hands on the desk. James placed the file in front of him. "Care to explain why your name appears in an investigation file connected to a murder?" Dr. Donovan barely flinched. "I don't know what you're talking about. I run a hospital, not a crime syndicate." Lisa leaned forward. "A man was found dead last night. He might have had evidence exposing illegal activity here. Sound familiar?" The doctor smirked. "You're grasping at straws. If you have real evidence, come back with a warrant. Until then, I have patients to treat." Chapter 4. A witness in hiding. Frustrated but undeterred, James and Lisa left the hospital. As they stepped onto the sidewalk, Lisa's phone buzzed. "Unknown number, I know what happened. I'm next. Meet me at the old train station. Midnight." Lisa showed James the message. "Looks like someone's scared." James nodded. "Let's make sure we get there first." Chapter 5. Midnight meeting. The old train station was eerily silent when they arrived. A lone figure emerged from the shadows, clutching a folder. "Are you the cops?" the woman asked, voice trembling. Lisa nodded. "We're here to help. What do you know?" The woman handed them the folder. "My name is Emily Graves. I was a nurse at General Hospital. I saw things, patients who should have lived dying unexpectedly, medical records being altered. The man who was killed, he was my friend. He was gathering proof. Now he's dead." James flipped through the documents. "This is enough to put Donovan away." Emily's eyes widened. "No, it's not. Donovan isn't the one in charge. There's someone above him, pulling the strings." Chapter 6. The bigger picture. The next morning, James and Lisa analyzed the new evidence. The records showed financial transactions linked to a private investor, someone with powerful connections in the city. "Look at this name," Lisa pointed. "Philip Hargrove. He's a billionaire with stakes in pharmaceuticals and private hospitals. If Donovan was covering up something, Hargrove was the one funding it." James nodded. "We need to move fast. If Hargrove finds out we're onto him, Emily won't be safe." Chapter 7. Closing in. James and Lisa arranged protective custody for Emily before heading to Hargrove's corporate office. The billionaire sat behind a massive mahogany desk, exuding confidence. "Detectives, what an unexpected visit." James placed the evidence on the desk. "We know about the illegal medical trials, the falsified reports, and the murders. It's over, Hargrove. Hargrove chuckled, leaning back. You have no proof. And even if you did, do you really think the justice system works against people like me? Lisa crossed her arms. We'll see about that. Chapter 8. Justice Served. By the end of the week, the evidence against Donovan and Hargrove was ironclad. The police raided General Hospital, uncovering more proof of illegal activity. Dr. Donovan was arrested, but Hargrove disappeared before authorities could reach him. As James and Lisa sat in their office, a call came in. Detective Carter, we've found another body. It's Hargrove. Lisa and James exchanged a glance. Looks like someone wanted to tie up loose ends, Lisa murmured. James sighed. The deeper we dig, the darker it gets. And with that, they prepared for the next case, knowing that in their city, justice was never black and white.